Well, howdy ho there, folks. How you guys doing this wonderful Saturday? Get my camera set here. All right, all right. Well, I'm gonna do another Shadow Sentry character here. I did a bunch for Inktober. I didn't get quite as far as I wanted with my own characters. Here's one I did that I didn't get to post on YouTube, but this is Brazen here, and this is one of my characters from a book called Shadow Sentry. So today I'm gonna work on a guy. His name is Gannon, and he's kind of like a military type cat. So I got my loose breakdown ready, and now I'm just gonna go in and kind of finalize things. And he wears glasses, so I'm gonna give him aviator glasses here. Maybe make his mouth open. He's in a firefight. He's kind of getting angry, screaming a bit. Bandana. Let's see here. Increase my screen brightness. There we go. I look kind of dark on my end. So Gannon here, his style is like a punk rocker kind of style. So, but he will have a trench coat kind of deal going on here. And so in my Shadow Sentry, he's one of the characters that doesn't have powers, and how the characters get their powers. They're not mutants, they're not born with them or anything, but they have near-death experiences where they travel to the other side. They travel to the spiritual dimension, and then when they come back, when they're revived, they have these supernatural powers that they discovered, and basically they're recruited for the light or the dark, depending on where they fall in the spectrum of good and evil. And so yeah, Ganon here, he is, because he hasn't had a near-death experience, he's kind of like in the middle, but he is on the good guys team. And so he has a military background, so he has guns and these huge homemade looking cannons that he has on his arms. So I like characters with guns, so he's the guy on the team with the guns. Got a ripped shirt. And just a regular handgun over here. Here. This kind of stage of the sketch, I'm just kind of getting all the information down. I need to make sure everything looks right, but this gun here, I don't know if it's the foreshortening, maybe just I haven't really got the full perspective worked out on it properly yet, but it doesn't look quite right. So anyway, I'll mess with that as I go along. Legs are always fun to draw. They it's crazy how they twist and bend. Kind of go this way, and then this way, and this way again, and this way again. But if you were to follow the outline, it just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Alright, pouches and clips. Maybe more guns. Tread on his boots. Got to draw tread on the boots if you want to look realistic. This leg might be too big and muscular. He's not a very muscular character. He's strong, and he's more like ripped than he is built. But he's not like a super strong guy. He's more the tactical and more the military guy. Alright, so, let's see. I have a decent pose here. It's not super great, but I think it'll work. Alright. Alright. Got 3 viewers and 3 likes. That's cool. I know it's Saturday. I know probably people are busy doing stuff. I was busy all earlier. I would have liked to come on earlier, but I had a lot of stuff to get done. We took a bunch of stuff to Goodwill. Just trying to unclutter our shed and everything. It's getting crazy. So we did that this morning. Alright, let's see here. Bullets, and then his cannon will have bullets going to it. These are very big bullets. Alright, so got that. This will be in shadow. He's like on a rock or something. Draw like bullets being fired at him. Just a lot of action happening here. He's firing his gun. Firing this one. And then obviously I'll have some kind of effects in the background here. Alright, so that's that. All the little stuff I'll just kind of figure out as I ink, but and then his shirt would probably have some kind of logo or decal on it or some kind of smart saying, but I'll figure that out as I go. rips in his pants here. Alright, cool. I think I'm ready to ink. Alright. Sorry. See here. Focused? Yeah. Now it's out of focus. Focus. Out of focus. There we go. I went back and watched one of my previous videos just to check stuff, and it was kind of blurry. Wasn't really focused a whole lot, so trying to avoid that. Alright, so for the, let me see. I'll do the stuff in the foreground first, so like the blasts and all that stuff. Kind of do that first. Bullets flying. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I've just been busy doing stuff, just trying to take care of things. And haven't been able to get on, unfortunately. But I did one video this week. And I was supposed to go on with Mike actually yesterday, but that didn't work out. He forgot about me. So here I am today. But how you been, man? Hope all is well. So a brush works perfect for rocks and stuff. You can get some good kind of like rough kind of look to your rocks, and just really good for that kind of stuff. Just got some good news. Cool. Sent a picture to get authenticated, signed by John Candy and Steve Martin. Nice. Awesome, man. That's cool. Hey, man, those guys are the kings of comedy right there, man. Was it like a movie picture or something? Was it from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles or something? Nice. That's cool, man. Yeah, it was a great movie. I watched that not too long ago with my wife. She'd never seen it. I'm like, babe, you gotta see this. This is great. And she was like, yeah, it was alright. But it was a great movie. She said it had a cute ending. She liked the ending. So it's like, alright. As long as you like something about it. Alrighty. So this character is GANNON, and he's from the Shadow Sentry, my team that I have. And so this is one of the ones I would have done for Inktober, but to finish all the characters I wanted to, so I'm just gonna do them now. But he's I was mentioning earlier, he's one of the characters that hasn't had a near-death experience. He's one of the good guys, but he hasn't had a near-death experience. So yeah, man, next year, that's the plan. So thanks, man. I appreciate it. But he's like, you know, kind of like the military guy. He's got the cool guns and stuff. Gotta have a character with guns, man. I like the gun characters. So he's my gun guy. Cool deal. All right. This is a thicker pen, so I'm just kind of doing my holding lines with this pen here. So I got it. And holding lines are basically the lines that go around your character, and you know, you want to kind of vary your the line weight as you're going over those, and just kind of, you know, when you go darker, it kind of says that it's underneath something, or it's, you know, coming from darkness to light. So all those little things you kind of are doing as you're inking, kind of thinking about all that stuff. What do I want to bring forward? What do I want to go to the background? What's you know, the underside of his shoulder is going to be darker because it's, you know, on top it's hitting the light more, on the bottom it's going around into the shadow. So all these little things are kind of, they're actually doing something. They're not just lines, although they look like it. Alright, so all the gear on his belt. I feel like I want to put another gun back here or something. Alright. Then down here. Wish I had just a portion of the talent. We'll have to stick to admiration. Yeah. I think it's a developed talent, but at the same time I think there needs to be a little bit of talent, maybe. I don't know. I started so young, it's hard to tell, man. I just kind of got into comics really early, just started drawing, and that was it, man. So, you know, not sure if everybody can develop it or what, but everybody's their own talent. Some people are good at other stuff. Me, I'm good at drawing lines. You can call me a master of illusion, because I'm creating illusions as I'm drilling this stuff. Because this really isn't, these aren't bullets. I'm just making them look like them. I don't know if that's a good talent to have or not. I'm sure that's a talent that your wife wish you didn't have. But I'm with you. I'm pretty good at doing that too. Not on purpose though, but just because I'm a jerk. I'm a selfish bastard at times. Let's admit it. All right, and then so let's see here. Let's see how thin I want to go. So I'm gonna go with a 1, and because these cannons on his arm are blasting, I'm gonna make them really thin. And when I do them really thin, it kind of gives the illusion that they're just in the light. So and then obviously when you color it, they're gonna be, you know, all in the orange or the yellow, whatever colors you got going there. So, Tomb, have you gotten any Indiegogo books yet in your hands? I'm curious. Let's see which ones you got and how you're digging them. Let's see here. Anything I have is in Georgia. Oh, gotcha. Do you work in Australia? Black and red. Cool. Yeah, I saw some people post black and red stuff on, was it Twitter? But it looked cool. I saw people posting artwork. Were those, or was that like original stuff that people won? I don't know if everybody got like the black and red print or what. Gotcha. That's a poor aviator glasses look there, but I should probably. Aviator glasses are kind of different than other glasses, so. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, his stuff is really good. I wish I backed it. I kind of haven't had the money. I backed a few, but, you know, it's hard to get them all. All right. So I woke up today to Ethan leaving the Comicsgate hashtag. Really? Oh, I saw Is he doing the all caps comics? Is that his thing now? I'll have to go check out that stream, see what's up. So I'm guessing he wants to kind of just start his own thing. Hey, Bethany, how are you? What's up, Zachary? Gotcha. Yeah, heard there's a lot of stuff going on. I've kind of been out of the loop, honestly. So I guess that could be a good thing. But burning dinner. Doing good, Zachary, man. How have you been? Happy Saturday. And Bethany, I hope we got that stuff situated or figured out for you with the books, because I ordered the books, and I have a feeling that when I ordered the books for you, I may have entered your email address incorrectly or something, because the last letter of your email was kind of scribbled, so I'm not sure if I just misread it or what. So anyway, I apologize for that, but you should definitely be getting your book. I did order, let me see, I ordered Gary's sketchbook for you, and then as far as the other book, I think I ordered it digitally. So if I messed up your email address, you might not get the digital book. I don't know. So, but we'll figure it out. If I have to reorder something, I will for you. But yeah. So anyway, sorry about that. And since you guys are just joining, this is this guy's name is Gannon. He is Gannon. This is from the Shadow Sentry, my comic book. Just so you know who this dude is. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys too. I was working earlier on an X-Force breakdown for maybe a print I'll do in the future, and I was erasing and I totally bent the paper too. It's like, what the heck? But anywho, so you got Shadow Star over here, Domino, Warpath, and then Cable obviously in the middle, Sunspot in the foreground, Boom Boom, Richter over there on the side, Feral, and then Cannonball screaming across the top there. So if I have time after this, I might do some more work on this one. So kind of, that's just a rough breakdown, but I can add some more to that. So he is one of the heroes. He's on the good team, Shadow Sentry, and so his role is to kick the booty of the bad guys. So, and he's like he has a very punk rocker kind of style, and so usually has, like, you know, the tattered clothes and the what do you call those things? The rhinestones and stuff on his clothes, and, you know, very punk rocker. So thought that would be cool. Cool, thank you, Bethany. We appreciate that. But yeah, so yeah, just keep us in the loop. Let us know how things are going, and if we need to order stuff again, I can do that for you. So I'm the order guy for Comics Titans fundraiser, so we will get you what you need. But actually, while I have you, Bethany, your email, is the last letter an S? Or no? Because I did it with an S, so yes. Okay, see, that's, but yeah, that's weird. It's your name. Okay. Hmm. I'll try messaging you on Facebook, and I'll talk to you through there because I'll show you the form that I received, and it's different than your last name. So this is the angel I did previously. Um, Angels will be in the Shadow Sentry book as well as demons, but this is a picture of an angel I did in a previous Inktober sketch. And then another one I did that I didn't get to post on YouTube was this guy. His name is Brazen. He's like the second in command of the Shadow Sentry, and he's got this sweet sword. And yeah, so that's him. I'm working on GANNON today. Hey boys, you need to get out of my room. Thank you. Cole, are you still in here? Annabelle, get out. Gosh, kids being crazy in my room. Alrighty. As a toothpick, it's a very special sword. So it is a different sword. But I don't want to give much. You'll get it in the comic, but I don't want to give away the cool stuff up front. Yeah, Mike has like 95 kids. You're right. All right, give me 1 second. I gotta close my door. It's bothering me. All right, I'm back. Doodle doo, doodle doo. Eight other boys roaming your house? Wow. Oh, I see. So they're just friends. Yeah, that's a good way to think of it. We try to have our kids' friends over our house and don't let them just go roaming and play at other kids' house because, it's just safer to know what they're doing and who they're with. Exactly. You should see my father-in-law, he built our kids this playhouse, but I mean it's like I don't know, something you'd see out of like gosh, what's it called? Fixer Upper or something. It's like crazy. The ceiling is like vaulted. It's got like 4 points to it and it's got lighting. It's like it's got a porch and a light and it's crazy. So, we do have that up on our neighbors. So, but yeah, I hear you on that. Yeah, we don't really let our kids go over our neighbor's house too much. Although they're constantly asking, but they probably think we're weird. But we just rather have our babies at home, keeping them safe. Of course, the neighbors always come over here, but you know. The world is a crazy place, man. Gotta keep your kids safe. Shoelaces. Not very fun to draw. Alrighty. So Bethany, have all your kids moved out? Are they having their careers and families and stuff? College. Nice. Cool deal. Oh, sorry. Do you still keep dibs on them? Or they kind of don't call as much anymore? I know when I was in college, I kind of, man, my mom probably hated me. I never called a lot. Although I did come home frequently. I grew up in New Jersey, and then I went to college in Delaware, so I wasn't too far from home. But yeah, and to my mom, she worked for Amtrak, so I would hop on a train and come home and do my laundry and stuff like that. And two, I had a girlfriend from high school that I was still with at the time, so I would be hustling home to see her too. So my mom was probably thankful for that, although that ended after the first year. So. Alright, so almost done laying down the lines here. Bandana. Alright, I'm going to throw down. At this stage, I usually start going in with the thicker black, so I'm going to start adding some background stuff and thicker blacks, and that kind of changes the atmosphere of the entire picture. So let me do that. I'll use a marker. I need something underneath to protect my table here. Let me find my piece of paper. There we go. All right. And I guess I could just go full black over here. Just go full black here. One of the things I learned in college, so a little background. So I lived in New Jersey. I knew I wanted to do art and comics more specifically, even when I was in high school. And so when time came to look for colleges and stuff, I went to like a college. I forget what you call it. When there's a bunch of colleges there, and you can kind of meet people and talk to the people from the college. I forget what you call that, but went to one of those. Found out about this school in Delaware, and it was called the Delaware College of Art and Design. And so I ended up going there. They have like an affiliate with Pratt and the Corcoran, which are two really big art colleges. So I was like, all right, yeah, that sounds good. Just in case I want to go on. And but I did not know that in northern New Jersey was the Joe Kubert School of Cartooning, which is like, that's like a great place to go if you want to do comics. I mean, it's like that's the place to go because then they have like job placement stuff and they got connections in the industry, obviously. So I had no idea, and so I went to this Delaware College of Art and Design, and hindsight's 2020, but it was still a good school, and I learned a lot of good stuff about art. I learned graphic design, I learned photography, kind of a little bit of everything. So it was good. But so kind of wish I knew about the Joe Kubert School at the time. But one of the things I did learn in art college was the use of positive, and negative space. So basically, the use of blacks and whites. So whites, I guess, would be the negative space, and when you're putting the blacks down and stuff, you're actually creating negative space. This is your positive space, I guess. I don't even know. I forget, but because it's full of something, I'm guessing that's your positive, and then the negative is what happens in between that space there. So you're kind of creating light by these dark lines and stuff, and you're kind of creating action and all that good stuff. So I did learn that. That was helpful. So, and of course we did a lot of figure drawing and all that good stuff, and so it was good. Yeah. All right. Cool. So there's that. So I got that down. Add some more darks back here. All right. So it just kind of, you can see the lines there that it just kind of creates action and stuff. There's cool stuff going on. All right. So now, let's see. Just go back in and add the little details and stuff. Add the light on his aviator glasses. What up, Pope Fire? Everyone hit that dislike. You're fired. You're fired. Yeah, Bethany's on here, Pope Fire. I was asking her if we got everything squared away for her, but I'm sure we'll. I told her we definitely will if we have not already. But it's probably my fault. Let's be honest. It's my fault. Let's see, this would be in shadow a little bit. Cool deal. So how's everybody's Saturday going? Hope you guys are doing something fun today, maybe. I took a bunch of stuff. Well, my wife did. I helped her get a whole bunch of stuff out of our shed and to Goodwill. So that was the first part of my Saturday. It's always fun to declutter your house and feel freer. Decluttering is very freeing. It's a good exercise. Everybody should try it. All right. What kind of whippy saying should I put on his shirt? He's kind of like a wise guy a little bit, so what should I put on his shirt? And I'm not going to say anything about a pope or anything like that, so don't even try it. Just letting you know. Ask me about my feminist agenda. Hey, Humphrey Bear. What's up, man? Isn't it was her email messed up? Her address. The book line. Okay, cool. I watched Teen Titans Go to the movies and did paperwork. Nice. How about I should do something like ask me about my would be the opposite of feminist agenda. Ask me about my male chauvinistic agenda. How's that? Would that be cool? Ask me about my something agenda. Yeah, so you're definitely not late, Humphrey Bear. I'm still working on this guy. This is GANNON from the Shadow Sentry, one of my characters, and he's the guy with the guns. So. My mind's in the gutter, can't help you. Yeah, I can't think of anything either. I don't want to do feminist agenda. That would go against him. He's not like that. He's against that. I could just ask me about my agenda. Ask me about my guns. That's a good one. Is my gun big enough for you? Ah, I like that one. That's a good one. That's a... Alright. If we don't get anything better, I'm going to go with that. How about ask me to see my guns? Or something like that. Oh, well, now I imagine him going, "Welcome to the gun show." Well, bam. That's funny. What's up, Zach? Again? Yeah, I think I did answer your question, but let me know if I need to answer it again. I will answer it again if I have to. I didn't hear you. So, I think what you asked was, what did you ask? What does he do? Forget. Ask me again, and then I'll answer. Because I forget. Alright. Alright. Let me see if this illustration is balanced. Let me see if I need to balance it out here. I think this should be dark. Oh, where's the angel I did and posted on? Okay, yeah, I did show that one. Let me show you again. So there's the angel. Let me zoom out a little bit. Bam. So that'll give you an idea of what the angels will look like in the Shadow Sentry. So nice, big, and gargantuan, and their faces are going to be black, and then their eyes will be like lightning, and yeah. I mean the other one. The other one? Oh, okay. Unfortunately, I mailed that one off. That was a commission, and that one I had to send to the guy who commissioned it for me, but yeah. Sorry about that. That one you'll have to look at on... did I post that one on... if I haven't posted it on Twitter, I will, and I'll post it on Instagram too for you. I got a few pics I need to post. One of the other ones I did, I'll show you this one. On my other stream, I did a Thanos versus the Batman Who Laughs. So that's how that one came out. That was pretty cool. Cool. So yeah, that's that one. Yeah, so the book I'm working on right now, I'm kind of haven't gotten any new pages for the script, so I'm kind of have some free time, and so I got a commission done, and I just got another commission today from a guy, so you know, I got stuff to do, but it's always fun to work on just your own stuff and what makes you happy, you know. So I showed the X-Force one I'm working on. It's kind of doing some breakdowns on a X-Force print might do in the future. So I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of crooked. But yep. Got Sunspot in the foreground there. Boom Boom, Richter, Feral, Cannonball, Warpath in the background, Domino over there, and then, of course, Shadow Star and the Cable in the middle. So that is a rough breakdown. Alright, so let me do his shirt. Here, let me do this. When am I mailing the Thanos and Joker? Who laughs? He's gonna send me a form. I'm gonna actually mail that to CGC so they can grade it. And so I guess whenever I get that from him, I'll do that. So these are the lines, so I can draw straight lines on the letters. Of course, that's a very light lead. I'm gonna do this one. All right. I'm just gonna rough it. Ask me about my gun agenda. How's that? Ask me about my gun agenda, and I will tell you. That'll work. Alright, and then I'm just gonna... Instead of doing hollow letters, I'm just gonna do black, full black letters, so... Yeah, so this is gonna go on a shirt. I wanted to put a catchy, whippy phrase on his shirt, and someone said, ask me about my feminist agenda. But I was like, nah, that's not his agenda. So, ask me about my gun agenda. There we go. All right. Blacken that in. Geek Out Loud. Your art is inspired by Jim Lee. Do you know him personally, or have you met him? I have met him on a few different occasions at conventions and stuff. Met him in Hawaii. But I don't know him personally, no. Just a big fan, and kind of grew up liking his style, and so he is a big influence in my artwork. But, you know, getting into art, you know, you always kind of mimic the people that you like and the styles that you like. And he's always been my favorite, so I've kind of followed after his example. And, yeah. To me, he was always the best. So I was like, if I'm going to be the best, I am going to have to draw like the best. So what I did, kind of looked at what he did and tried to do it. All right, let's see here. Almost done. Just going to add the little details, and then this one is done. All right, so bullets. These bullets are probably way too big, but it's alright. Here, I drew He-Man, Skeleton. Awesome, man. There's some good characters. Cool deal. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Zachary here is also an artist, and your channel is Nighthawk Warrior, right? If people want to check it out. So yeah, he's an aspiring artist, so go check out his stuff. Or, well, he is an artist, but you know what I mean. He's a youngin', so he's trying to get his stuff down. Have you checked out any Bridgman yet, Zachary? All right, let's see here. Cool. Good deal. Cool, man. Yeah, remember what I said. Make sure you read it. Don't just look at the pictures and draw what you see. Make sure you read it and kind of try and grasp, although it is very difficult, I'll admit. Do your best to grasp what he's saying, and once you get that mental knowledge, it's going to make it so much easier for you to translate that into your artwork. So, faux show. All right. Add some more detail in the foreground. I need a thicker pen. Is it going to be your own trading card set, or are you working on like a Marvel or DC kind of property? I used to do those back in the day, the Marvel and DC trading cards. They were fun, but they just, I don't know, for what they were paying and the time it was taking me, it just kind of wasn't working out. But if it's your own, that's awesome. That would be kind of fun to watch, Bethany. You should do that. I'm going to draw something. And then just, forget it. And just, that's it. That'd be great. Watch me draw Batman. Forget it. That'd be kind of funny. My own dragon characters, or do DC Batman 98. I would do your own dragon characters. That's what I would do. Alright, I'm going to add some blacks right back in here. Kind of distinguish between the background and what's going on with his stuff. And there we go. Alright, now for some whiteout, and then I'll be done. The whiteout's fun. We can do some cool things with the whiteout. So we're going to do some cool things with the whiteout. And then we'll be done here. Add some extra lines. And then come back in here and add lines like this. Some crazy lines. And then I can go in and pop out his laces. There we go. Cool. All right. What projects am I working on? There is a comic I'm working on, and I can't really talk much about it at this point, only because I signed an NDA and it's still a work in progress and all that good stuff. So unfortunately, I can't tell you about that one, but of course I will when I get the okay and when it's almost done. It'll, hopefully, I'm hoping it'll be, something that's published and I can, you guys can pick it up at the comic book shop. So if that's the case, that'll be awesome. But either way, I'll let you know about that when the time comes. Other than that, right now I'm just doing commissions. I just had a guy contact me. He has his own characters that he wants me to do concept. Well, maybe not so much concept designs, but just finalized drawings of his characters. And so I'll be working on that next week. And yeah, in my free time, I'm working on this stuff, working on Shadow Sentry, and just whatever else kind of get my hands on. Yeah, so, yep. Just been busy at home too, doing stuff, and getting those things done that are on your to-do list done, that kind of stuff. So, do. Alright. So I should be done, but why I'm doing more on his face, I do not know. But I am, so I guess I'm not done. I thought I was, but my hand says no. So I will obey my hand. Sometimes good things come about if you keep going. Sometimes it just gets worse, but we'll see. But I think that looks cool. Just adding some more shadow on his face kind of pops that out a little bit more. All right, I think I'm done. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. Watch, I'm going to do this. I'm going to... Actually, let me get my other marker. So I have 3 of these markers. One of them is an older marker, and it's drier, so it's going to be better for what I'm about to do if I can find it. But I can't find it. So I'll just go with what I got here. So which one looks older? This one looks older. So I'm going to extend this dark area behind him. Alright, I'm going to extend that there. And then, because I like white out, I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to white out the bandana. So, there we go. And I might need to go over that again, but you kind of get the idea. But having the darkness go more behind him kind of brings him forward a little bit. If you kind of have like a halo effect around him, it doesn't look like it's really going behind him at all. So just want to make sure it looks like he's well in front of all that stuff that's going on in the background. And then I can go in there like that, and that kind of breaks it out there. Alright, now I'm done, I think. Just add a few more things. A few more lines for good measure. This would be in shadow somewhat, so do there. Boom. And I can keep doing that all day long, but I'll end here. Alright, so there you go. This is GANNON. And let me sign my name. Boom. Alright. Cool. So then I'll go back in, I'll erase the pencil and stuff, but there you go. Ask me about my gun agenda. Sweet. There you go. GANNON from the Shadow Sentry. Boom. Alright. Cool. And as promised, I will go... I'm going to work some more on this X-Force picture. So, it's really light, so what I'm going to do is I'll darken that up. And, let me see here. It's very yellow. let me try that. There you go. I think that you can see that better. All right. I dropped something. What I drop? There's my pen. Okay. Cool. So what I have here is what you call a breakdown. I'm breaking down the picture where I want characters and you know, body shapes and things. So it's a sketch, but from this point, you know, I go in and then kind of like Cable's face, I'm kind of getting more detail in there and just kind of flush out everything. So that's kind of the next step that I do. Typically what artists do. And so Cable's big pads in here. Start drawing his fingers. His finger is not on the trigger because he's not firing. Alright. I really wanted to draw Deadpool in here, but I was like, he really wasn't part of the original X-Force, so it's like I want to stay true to the original, and I was going to put him right here, but decided against it. So, yeah, because inevitably if I make this into a print and I have it at shows, people are going to come up and be like, dude, why is Deadpool in there, man? Deadpool wasn't part of the X-Force, dude. And then I'm going to have to give some stupid reason why I wanted to get him in there. How did I break into comics? Well, Mike S. Miller was a big part of that. After I got married in 2005, I moved to California. Well, actually, reverse that. I moved to California in 2005, and then I got married. And then, because I was from New Jersey, like I said, and my wife was from here, from California. And after I moved here, my pastor knew Ben Herrera, who's also works in comics, and so I talked to him a little bit. I you know, drew with him a little bit. Then he told me about his friend Mike Miller, and then so I found him, and he lived like literally blocks away from my. Well, he didn't live. I'm sorry. There's a Lamppost Publications was going on, and they just started Alias Comics. Mike Miller and his friend Brett, they started Alias, and their Lamppost Publications was like the headquarters of there, and it was blocks away from my house in La Mesa. And so I stopped in, got to meet Mike, showed him my portfolio, and you know, he saw I had some talent. I was still like very, you know, whip behind the ears, and he wasn't a big fan of Jim Lee, but I was, and he took it upon himself to break me of my Jim Lee-esque style. And so he taught me, you know, about Bridgman, and taught me about structure and you know, what not to do, which I still do a lot of, but you know, I have a better idea of form and structure. And so while I might have, you know, that Jim Lee-esque style, you know, it's a better style. And so Mike taught me a lot. After that, they started Alias, like I said, but they also started doing these Christian graphic novels, and one of them was called Hand of the Morning Star. And Mike did the first 2 issues of that, and then afterwards he stopped so he could do other stuff, and they tapped me to finish off the graphic novel. So that was it was a 8-part series. Mike did the first 2, and I did the following 6. So that was my first published work, and that was around 2006, 2007. So that's when I broke in, and you know, so after that I kind of got little gigs doing small independent book. I did Monomyth with Awesome Comics, and Yeah, so sorry, 1 second. I gotta put my computer to sleep. Ugh. Does Gary Shipman know that? Yeah, we talked about that when I was on his stream, because I know he did some of the books too for Zondervan. He did Kingdoms, if that's what you're referring to. We discussed that, which was kind of cool. But yeah, man. So since then, I've also done a book called Samson with a guy, like the biblical Samson. It was his take on the biblical story, and so I got to illustrate the killing of the 1,000 Philistines, which was pretty rad. And I think I just put that up on my website. Actually, I have copies left, so check it out on my website if you want to check that out. How could you break in and you want to get your art published? That is a good question. Um, you know, I'll answer it two ways. Because of today and the era we live in, and it's very, you know, a lot of stuff is done online, and social media and all that stuff. I think a good route to go would be to start your own book and start like start your own thing. If you do that, let's say, because the other route would be to, okay, well, you want to get published through someone else, through another publisher, you know, you're working on someone else's stuff. So while you might get royalties, if it's your own stuff, all the money that you receive is going to be, basically yours minus, costs of all the, just setup and all that and publishing. But if it's your idea, I mean, you're gonna get a lot more money in the long run. And if it's something that you do continuously, yeah, your ability to make more money is tremendous. Versus if you're just working for, let's say Marvel or DC, because they're very hard to break into. And so, and the way today is, I would almost say, like, start your own thing and just go for it, man. Yeah, like, learn to self promote, which you're kind of already doing on YouTube and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, I think, and you're young too. I'm not super young, but you know, you kind of have a leg up because you are young. You can start now and kind of build something from the ground up. So that said, either way, you need to develop your artwork. You need to get better. Even because if you are going to work for another company, a publisher, whatever, you have to be good. You have to be just as good, if not better, than the guys they have now, because they're not going to want to hire somebody that's not as good as the guys they currently have working for them, or like, if you want to get a job at DC, I mean, why are they going to hire me when they have five other guys that draw just as good, if not better? So you need to draw better than those guys if you want to get hired with the big two or something. So that's important. But yeah, I think you're in a really good position to just kind of do your own thing. So yeah, copyrighted. Yeah. Check out the poor man's copyright. It's when you mail something to yourself, certified mail, and it's dated, and don't open it. So you basically mail it to yourself, and then it's dated, and yeah. So it's called the poor man's copyright, and you could look into that if you want to do that. Oops, sorry. Yeah, it's it's one way of doing it. Alright, so this sunspot down here. Yeah, hey man, that's how you find out. Ask people their thoughts. Would have other people said the same thing as me, or what would they kind of do? Would they suggest to you? Dang. Trying to find a picture of a Sunspot for reference. I forget if he has a bandana or not, but Greg Capullo, man. I look up X-Force and I see a lot of Greg Capullo's artwork, and it's awesome. Oh, that's cool. Make some money and listen. That's sweet. Do you take commissions, Bethany? Maybe someone would wanna hire you. Stay right there. That's gonna slip. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Let me look up X-Force. Alright, well, anyway, not finding a real good image right now, but it's okay. Yeah, anyway, Greg Capullo, his stuff is like awesome. I liked when he did the Executioner song and stuff. The money is in actual quilting. I don't have a $10,000 machine to do it. Just work on a project for my dad's wife. She wanted me to make. That's cool. Very nice. Very nice. Alright. So for now, for Mr. Sunspot, I'm just gonna kind of rough it. I can get an image. I think he has a thing around his head here, and then just his hair. I'll go with that. I'm probably gonna have to fix him later, but there we go. Ha 15 years of quilting. That's good. That's awesome. And is that just something you do for fun, like a hobby? So Eric, would you ever have your characters in Cyberfrog comics or in Packin's Land? You know, that's a tough question because it all depends on you know, um Packin's Land is more of like a fantasy kind of, like, you know, like a fantasy land type thing. So um it might not make sense for my characters to show up in there unless they go through like another dimension or something. I don't know. Cyberfrog, yeah, maybe that might be feasible. Maybe like a Lone Star type thing, because it just the universes have to like mesh. You know what I mean? It'd be weird to have my superhero team show up in like a fantasy, you know, like Lord of the Rings type book. You know what I mean? That just wouldn't really make sense. So, and two, I mean, it would depend on the other creators. You know, do they want my characters in their book? Would, you know? So it's just kind of one of those things. If they said it was okay, yeah, sure, man. Why not? No harm in trying. Humphrey Bear, you're back. Or maybe you just never went anywhere. I don't know. But how's it going, man? Let's ask Humphrey Bear. Humphrey Bear, would you like to see the Shadow Sentry in Packin's Land? Zachary here asked if I would ever do a crossover. Oh, I see. Well, yeah, just drawing my characters together, that's not really a crossover, but yeah, I could do that for sure. Yeah, there's no reason I couldn't do that. Yeah. It's like that big mashup uh, Mike Miller did with, all the characters and stuff. Like, yeah, I could totally do that and just throw my characters in there to show you that they're like, they're cool with each other. They don't hate each other. They're cool. So, yeah, I could totally do that. So Boom Boom is chilling back here, just blowing some bubbles. And yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, if I'm doing like an Indiegogo, that might be a cool um, like poster or print to offer. Maybe it's like a stretch goal or something. That'd be really cool. Or an alternate cover. I don't know. So yeah, but I would have to get permission from the other guys. Make sure it's cool with them. So yep. All right. Boom boom in our glasses. Blowing a bubble, but I do want to draw our nose in there. There we go. Ear, hair. She's got short hair. Something like that. Again, I'm just roughing it out here. Not really. I could always go back and change stuff, but just darken it up. And the detail and stuff. And let's see. Boom Boom's got some shoulder pads. Little collar going on. And the X symbol right here-ish. Boom boom. So is it Comicsgate a part of? Or is it named something else? I get confused with the name of our community. Well, it was Comicsgate. But I just heard somebody mention today that Ethan has dropped the Comicsgate hashtag and I saw one of his things that he's doing all caps comics. So like his new thing. So but I mean, obviously yeah. So he might, stop using the Comicsgate hashtag, but that doesn't mean we can't. But I think, I think each of the creators kind of need to. We should be, united, in a way, but at the same time, we also have to have our own, you know, being able to promote and do our own books separately. So I think it's kind of like a two-way street. It's good to be like on each other's side and be able to promote one another's work and all that stuff. But at the same time, I mean, you have to be able to sustain your own thing that you're doing, So, but yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on with Ethan. I haven't watched his stream or kind of heard what that's all about. But, I've just heard there's a lot of drama in the Comicsgate community and stuff. So I don't, kind of been out of the loop, to be honest, which could be good or bad. I don't know, but whatever. Got to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just saw it right before I got on for my stream, but I haven't watched it yet, so I got to check that out. See what he said. And to the all caps comics, maybe it's if he's starting like his own company, maybe that's what he's doing. I don't know. So this is Richter back here. And he's another guy, I think, that's got a thing on his head. And he's got long hair. I'll kind of have to fix all the little stuff later, but just kind of getting down the basic stuff. And then Richter's back arm will be coming down here, and he can have another power signature down below or something, filling in this space, something like that. So we'll see. Do something like that. Legs spread apart, something like that. Zachary asks, so Eric, if you were to pick between Punisher or Batman, who else would you choose to have if you were able to own the rights to one of those characters? Definitely Batman, so I can make more money. I think Batman is definitely has a bigger tag on it, you know, monetarily wise speaking. But I think Batman is a cool character, so I would definitely go with Batman. Punisher is cool, but yeah, Batman's just got a bigger name, so I would go Batman. Now, if I were to choose between Wolverine or Batman, that would be a tough one. I like both those guys pretty equally, I think. All right, so there's Farrell back here, perched up, looking crazy, mouth open. I think I want to have her mouth open. Hairdo up in the air. Yeah, after looking at these X-Force references and stuff, man, I got to go back and read some X-Force, man. Rob Liefeld stuff and Greg Capullo on X-Force, man. Some good stuff right there. I'll have to go back and check that out. Oh, okay, and she's kind of got some Wolverine sideburns too. Oops, sorry. I wasn't even... Might not have been able to see that. 1939 Batman will be public domain in 25 years. If it's 25 years, then I'm probably not even going to be drawing anymore. No, I probably would be. But 2022, that's crazy. If that's the case. Yeah, I've thought about like going back and looking to see what characters are public domain and doing something with those. Like a Robin Hood or something. Like, that's a cool character you can do a lot with. When you say the 1939 Batman, though, I mean, how much different was Batman then than he is now? I mean, I would think it'd be like, still be difficult to just, you know, start doing the character. But I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. So what comics are you guys reading right now, if any? I went to Barnes and Noble last night, and they had a buy two get one free deal. So I was like, let's check out what they got. So I picked up Batman the Killing Joke, because I've never read it, but I've heard really good things about it. So I that one to read. And I got Batman the White Knight collected version. I do have the actual individual comics, but I think I'd like to, like, I just like reading a graphic novel if I can. It just makes it easier, just kind of all in one shot. So I got that, and then I also got a what else did I get? I got Forever Evil, that David Finch penciled. I got that one. And then I also got at the comic shop, I've been collecting the Executioners, called. Yeah, it sounds right. La Raza, Pepe La Raza is penciling it, and it's pretty decent. It's pretty good. So I'm digging that, and yeah, got 2 more issues to go on that one. All right, so let me go over here to Shatterstar. He's a fun character. So his thing comes up here. That. Someone told me this, I didn't know it, but Shatterstar is actually from another, was it dimension or planet, where there's actually other Shatterstars? So the fact that they killed him in Deadpool 2 doesn't mean that because the one that they had in Deadpool 2 actually doesn't even really look like this one. So it could have been another one, and we could actually see the real Shatterstar potentially in like New Mutants or something. So that would be cool. That would be cool. So yeah, because I mean, you know, to bring out Shatterstar and then just kill him like that, how they did. So I'm hoping we get to see a real Shatterstar. That'd be cool. Alrighty. His sword has these things over his fingers. That there. Big pad. Excuse me. Big pad over here. Oh yeah, and then he's got his hair that kind of flowy. Kind of put that in there. And then he's got like a loose collar, so I'll draw that in there. It's kind of funny, like you see these characters that people create, like Rob Liefeld, he creates these characters, and then when he went over to Image, if you look at characters like Prophet and you know, he kind of has like the same mask as Shatterstar, and there's other, gosh, I don't remember his name, but he created another character who was like basically the Cable kind of character for his Youngblood books and stuff. So it's just, you know, it's funny, but it's cool too. So, but yeah, but Rob Liefeld, man, he created a lot of these characters from X-Force, so. Cable, Deadpool, Shatterstar. He may have created X-Force entirely. I'd have to check, but he may have. And two, when you go and you look at like the Image days, you know, like every team had like a clawed character, kind of like a Wolverine. Remember Brigade had one. Wildcats had Warblade, and Mark Silvestri's team Cyberforce had Ripclaw. All these guys with claws and stuff, you know, like it's kind of funny. But it just goes to show you when you get something like, you know, like Marvel did with X-Men or whatever, like you just have all these characters and they're just so, you know, like, you know, it's just a testament to how loved the characters are. You know these characters loved, or I'm sorry, the creators. You know, they loved Wolverine. They loved all this stuff, and you know, in some instances, you know, Jim Lee created Gambit and who else? Like Psylocke. You know, so you see kind of like similarities in some of the characters that he created over at Image. So, um, but you know, that was the fun part. I think about Image. It was kind of like it was its own thing, and they had some similarities and everything. But you know, it was pretty cool. All right, let me see here. I might have to change that. Where's my eraser? I'm going to put his foot right here rather than just have his leg. I think it'll kind of make his stance look a little better. Yeah, I think it looks a little better. Rocks, boom, boom. So Sunspot's power will just be kind of like blasting and all up in the foreground here. And yeah, okay. Domino back here, Warpath. Let me see here. Let me see. If I had a preference here for Domino. Okay. Domino, she's got this thing on her face, kind of like Shatterstar. So I'll do that. Alright, she's got a gun over here, pointed. Let's see here. So what's everybody doing tonight? It's Saturday night. What's on your agenda? Saturday night, I just want to kind of like crash and watch a movie or a show. I'm watching on Netflix. I'm watching The Bodyguard. So far, it's interesting, so probably keep watching that. Me and my wife turned on Homecoming, the new Julia Roberts one on Amazon Prime, and that was strange, weirdish. Don't know if we'll keep watching that or not. My wife's not really into that kind of stuff, so I might watch it maybe, but if I don't have anything else to watch. But yeah. We bought the new that this week. That was, my kids love the second one more than the first one. I'm kind of more of a fan of the first one myself, but the kids like the second one. I don't know why. Okay. And Domino's got some shoulder pads. Shoulder pads. It's like the, if you see shoulder pads, you know it's from the 90s. All right. Alright. I think I'm gonna wind this down. Yeah. So I'll keep, banging out the little details in here and stuff, but I will post if you don't follow me on Facebook or Twitter, go check me out. Just look up Eric Ninaltowski. You should find me on there. And Instagram. I always post, what I'm working on there. And yeah. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great Saturday. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to my channel if you don't already. Hit that bell for notifications. It'll notify you whenever I go on if you want to keep checking out my videos. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with me on this fine Saturday. So till next time, hope you guys have a good one, and thank you so much. Take care. Peace. You too, Bethany. Have a good one. Good luck on your quilting. All right. And I'll shoot you a Facebook message too. Humphrey Bear, take care, man. Thanks for checking in. Peace. See ya.